Welcome back to Mathematical Economics class. So in this class, I'll be showing you how to derive marginal revenue from average revenue. Let's take a look at this example. Given the inverse demand function, P equals 30 minus 2Q. 1. Derive the marginal revenue function. 2. Determine the AR, that's average revenue, total revenue, and MR when Q equals 5. So solution to this. So how do we solve this? So we are given a demand function, inverse demand function, P equals. It is called inverse because P is made the subject formula in this function. If Q is made the subject formula in demand function, we call it a direct demand function. But if P is made the subject formula like this, we call it an inverse demand function. So mind you, an inverse demand function is the same thing as average revenue function. So take note of that. P equals 30 minus 2Q. Like I said, an inverse demand function is the same thing as average revenue function. Why is it so? It is so because AR is equals to P. Okay, so AR is equals to P and P is equals to this. So that is y they are equal. So now this is the inverse demand function and we have to derive marginal revenue. You remember to derive marginal revenue is the TR over the Q. So meaning that marginal revenue cannot be derived directly from average revenue function or inverse demand function we are given here. So we need to first derive our total revenue from this average revenue function. So how do we do that? You recall that average revenue is equals to TR over Q. Okay, in other words, we can make this subject formula. So our TR will be equals to average revenue multiplied by Q. Okay, which is equivalent to P multiplied by Q. Okay, this is our P. Okay, and we need to multiply by Q. So in other words, we need to derive our total revenue. We cannot move directly from average revenue to marginal revenue. So we first need to move to total revenue. Then from total revenue, we can now derive our marginal revenue. Okay, that's what we are going to do. Now, our total revenue is equal to P times Q. What's our P? P is 30 minus 2Q. Then this is P multiplied by Q. I can put that Q outside here. So I open the bracket, just open the bracket, we have 30Q minus 2Q squared. This is our total revenue. This is the total revenue. Marginal revenue. Let me do that here. Let me do it here. Our marginal revenue, you recall, is the TR over the Q equals the TR over the Q. So when differentiating with respect to so with respect to Q, so 30Q with respect to Q differentiate, you have 30, then minus differentiate this, the power may multiply the 2, we have 4Q. You have 4Q. Can you see now? So this is marginal revenue function. This is the marginal revenue function here. Okay. Now the next question says determine AR, TR, and MR when Q equals 5. Okay. Now question 2. Yeah. Our A, that is when Q equals 5. So we can now derive our AR, which is equals to P. You remember that is equals to 30 minus 2Q. Okay. So will now be equals to 30 minus 2 equals, that is Q equals 5. We have that. Then we have 30 minus 10. We have 20. So 20 is our here. 20 is our A half, and that is equivalent to our price P. So also, when Q equals 5, we know that our TR will now be equal to, you remember our TR that we derived, our TR equals 30Q minus 2Q squared. Okay, then we have 30, so plug in 5, that is at Q equals 5. So we have 5, we have 2 divided by 5, okay? So what do we have here? 5 square here. So what do we have here? So here we have 30 times 5, so we have 150, then we have minus 5 squared, that is 25, multiplied by 2, that is 50, then we have 100. We have 100, this is our total revenue. Now, we also have to find the marginal revenue. Let me just do that here. So, at Q equals 5, our marginal revenue will now be equal to 30 minus 4 divided by 5. Then we have 30 minus 20, which is equals to 10. This is marginal revenue. This is what we have to calculate.